didn't see this one coming. Turns out China has their own version of Oprah Winfrey. Meet Jin Xing, a 53-year-old woman who was the first openly transgender talk show host in China. Do you have any idea how hard it is for someone like her, an openly transgender person, hosting a talk show host in China, in the public eye, in a highly conservative country? Yeah, it's extremely rare. Almost as rare as having to do 2 royal flushes back to back. So Miss Xing was born on August 13th, 1967, in Shenyang, China. Her mother was a translator and her father was an army officer. I could see where she gets her bristly attitude from. She was a pro dancer at heart, so much so that from age 9, she joined the People's Liberation Army to receive her first training in dance. All the way up to age 17 when she graduated from the People's Liberation Art Academy. Mind you, that's in 1984. And then 5 years later, she went to New York for 4 years. Then in 1991 to 1993, she went to Rome to perform and teach dance. In 1995, she finally got her surgery, her transition. And in 1999, she opened up her dance academy called Jin Xing Dance Theater. That is quite an impressive track record. In 23 years, she did all that. 23 years. How many of you out there can actually accomplish as much as she can in 23 years? Very few of you, probably. Especially here in this country. Get roasted. To add salt to the wounds, she appeared in films like Tom Young Gong and Resurrection of the Little Match Girl. I've heard of the movie Little Match Girl. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. And participated in Amazing Race 3 China, where she finished 6th place. I was hoping she was going to get podium when I heard about this, but 6th is good. Now she currently has a talk show called the Jin Xing Show. While she dislikes the stigmas against the LGBT people, she does not want to be part of the transgender activist movement. Saying, and I found this in the article, which I'm going to leave in the description, she said, and I quote, "Respect is earned by yourself and not something you ask society to give you." There's a lot of people who are going to be salty when I offended by that quote. But it's true. It's true. She's ruthless. It doesn't stop there. She even decimated the feminist movement by saying this to Michelle Yee, that only after giving birth should a woman become whole. To which Miss Yee said with a laughter, and I'm quoting from this article, she said it with a laughter. She questioned Xing's ability to give birth physically. To which Jin, also known as Poison Tongue, responds, "I have given rebirth to myself." That is some deep wisdom. Rest in peace, Miss Yee. Even though she may be abrasive at times, and rightfully because of her extreme levels of discipline. A thing I wish more people had. Miss Xing still remains the kind-hearted woman that she is. To the point where she raised 3 adopted children in a point in time where China said you couldn't even have more than 1 adopted child. How she pulled that off, I don't know. I just want to take this little time to do a little reflection. Because as I was reading this article, I somehow see some of myself in Jin. In the fact that, while yes, I do make these videos of transgender people, I make those videos not just about anyone, but essentially people who I admire and respect and that deserve to be in the spotlight and in the news media, and not so much of the loudmouth hippies. We all know who they are. I also don't like to cover stories about things that push the trans political agenda. Okay? I think Miss Jin's message is saying that you live your life as who you are and not some superficial title over your head like you're a part of the LGBT crowd or some race or some religion. I want to be able to ask this question honestly to you people, to anybody who's watching this. I want you to pay close attention to your accomplishments and how you attain them. Did you remain you as a person, attaining your goals? Or did you attain them using the race, religion, gender, or political cards? Another question I want to pose is, are you really truly happy? Or is there a hole inside of your heart? Somewhere. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be answering yes to the second half of that question. And I'm going to be honest, I'm one of those people. You want to know why I'm one of those people? Because I fear rejection. That's why. And I'm pretty sure that there's a huge number of you in the transgender community who also feel the same way that I do. And that's why these things exist. These activists exist. Because they fear rejection. But this woman really doesn't give a crud. She doesn't give a care in the world. As long as she does not lose herself as a person. Which is probably like one of the most admirable things that anybody could ever look up to. I live stream games with my face on them. I go out in public and try on clothes and use the women's facilities the way they're intended, of course. Because I am a mature, respectable woman on the inside. I carry myself with confidence, and I carry myself like any woman out there would. I honestly think that there should be more stories out there like her. I really do. I really wish that there were more stories of Miss Jin out there. But of course, you don't see those kind of stories out there in the news media. No, you don't. I find Jin to be one of the truest women out there. She's a real feminist. She's a real transgender person. But she doesn't feel the need to be advocating for rights. Even though, she does her thing and she does have her moments. But she doesn't consider to be herself as an activist. Like Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, like Caitlyn Jenner. Now, personally, I don't know Caitlyn Jenner, but whatever. But I just wish that there were more stories like her. And that this whole trans activism thing didn't even exist. Jin, I love you, babe. You're a good person. I wish I could hang around with you because you seem like a very good person. But of course, I'm over here in South Texas and you're over there in China which is a dang shame. But who knows? Maybe in the future you could talk on conference calls. I don't know. But you sound like a very lighthearted person, and I would like to get to meet you one of these days. Even these people that I covered stories on. Who knows? I hope you have a good day. Stay safe. And yureku esque te bache.